Now we will see how we can write algorithm. There are different ways that we can write algorithm. We can use a natural language like English, but if we select this option, we must make sure that the instructions written should be very clear. The second option is flowchart, that is graphical representations called flowchart, but they work only if the algorithm is small and simple. If the algorithm is larger, then it is not possible to draw flowchart. Third option is pseudocode conventions, and that we will see in detail. So there are some rules while writing pseudocode convention that we will see one by one. The first one is comments. So to write any comments, we have to use double slash symbol. Comments begin with double slash and continue until the end of line. So when we use double slash at the beginning, that entire line is considered as comment. So in this way we can write comment in pseudocode convention. So if you see at the beginning there are double slashes followed by a program definition, that is program to sort the numbers. So this line is a comment line. Next one is block. Suppose we want to write number of statements in a single block, that statements must be written in opening and closing flower brackets. Even while writing any function, it should be written in opening and closing flower brackets. The number of statements written in block should be separated by semicolon. So in this way we can write blocks and functions in pseudocode convention. So here block starts with opening flower bracket, and then there are number of statements. Each statement must be end with semicolon, and at the end block there will be a closing flower bracket. Next one is identifier. An identifier, that is most of the time it's a variable, must begin with letter. The data types of variables are not declared in the pseudocode conventions. That is, when we use variable in the pseudocode convention, the data type is not required. Data type such as integer, float, character, etc. we can skip while writing pseudocode convention. Next one is assignment statement. Assigning values to variable is done using the assignment statement, and the symbol which is used to assignment is colon equal to, and the statement should end with semicolon. So in this way we can assign value to the variable. So here num will be assigned with value 7. Next is Boolean values. There are two Boolean values, that is true and false. So to produce these values, the logical operators and, or, and not are available, and also relational operators greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to, and equal to are available. So we can use logical and relational operators to get Boolean values. Next is arrays. Elements of multidimensional arrays are accessed using opening square bracket and closing square bracket. For example, if A is a two-dimensional array, the ith and jth element of the array is denoted as A square bracket I comma j and then closing square bracket, and at the end of the statement there should be semicolon. Next one is looping statements. So there are three looping statements: for, while and repeat until. The for loop can be written as for, then initialization of variable, that is variable equal to value to value 2. Here value 1 is starting value and value 2 is the last value. So this loop will repeat till the value 2. Step is the optional part and is used to increment or decrement the value of variable. If step is not written, it will take +1 as default value. The block which contains one or more statements will execute repeatedly till the condition is true. We will see one example. So here first value of I will be initialized by 1 and it will go till the 10th value. Step 1 is used to increment the value of I by 1 each time when the block of for loop is executed. In for loop, we are adding the value of I to the total. So this for loop will repeat 10 times. Next one is while loop. The while loop can be written as while, then the condition. So as long as condition is true, the statements get executed. When condition becomes false, the loop stops executing the statements. The value of condition is checked at the top of the loop. We will see one example. So here first condition is tested, that is if I is less than 10 is true, then the statements present in while block will be executed. This block of statements will be executed till the condition is true. The next one is repeat until. The repeat until can be written as repeat, then the block of statements, and last there will be until condition. This works exactly opposite to the while loop. Here as long as condition is false, the statements get executed. When condition becomes true, the loop stops executing the statements. The value of condition is checked at the end of the loop. We will see one example. So here first the statements present in repeat block will be executed and condition is tested at the end. That is if I is greater than 10. If condition is false, then this block of statements will be executed again. This will be repeated till the condition is false. So in while loop, first condition is tested, whereas in repeat until condition is tested at the end. Again, in while loop, if the condition is true, the block of statements are executed, whereas in repeat until, if the condition is false, the block of statements are executed repeatedly. Next is conditional statement. The conditional statement is written as if condition then statement. So this is simple if statement, and here statement can be a single statement or block of statements. So here if condition is true, then statement will be executed. Second one is if condition then statement 1 else statement 2. So this is if else statement, and here condition is tested, and if condition is true, then statement 1 will be executed, and if condition is false, then statement 2 will be executed. Depend on condition, either statement 1 or statement 2 will be executed, but not both. Here statement 1 and statement 2 can be a single statement or block of statement. We can also use case statement. The case statement is written as case, then in block there we can write number of conditions, and depend on condition only one statement will be executed. Here statement 1, statement 2, etc. could be single statement or block of statements. In case statement, if condition 1 is true, then statement 1 gets executed and the case statement is exited. If condition 1 is false, condition 2 is tested. If condition 2 is true, then statement 2 is executed and the case statement is exited. If all the conditions, that is condition 1 to till condition n are false, then statement n plus 1 is executed and case statement is exited. Here the else clause is optional. You can use that else part or you can skip. Next is input and output. Read and write are used to write input and output functions. Read is used for input and write is used for output. When we use variables as input or output, data type of that variable is not required. Next one is algorithm. Algorithm consists of a heading and a body. It is written as algorithm, then name and parameter list. Here name is the name of algorithm and parameter list is the list of parameters required for the algorithm.